Colorado, get ready. This is Avalanche Insight. And now here's your host, Rachel Richlinsky. Here we go.
Well, hello, Avs faithful. Happy Hump Day. Welcome back to Ball Arena. I'm Rachel, and I'll be your host this evening as your Colorado Avalanche take on the Columbus Blue Jackets for the first time in basically 2 years. It's been far too long since these two clubs have met. To be exact, it was February 8th of 2020, the last time the Avs and the Blue Jackets played each other. And they only played twice in that 2019-2020 season. Your Avs won both of those contests. Cale Makar scored twice in the first meeting, and Nazem Kadri scored in both. The two teams, of course, didn't see each other at all last season, so just so you know, the Blue Jackets finished 7th in the Central Division, did not make the playoffs. But what does this Columbus team look like now? Well, they're 5-3-0 to start the season with 2 wins coming in overtime and 1 in a shootout. That happened in New Jersey on Sunday. Boone Jenner was named captain earlier this month. Jenner leads the team in goals, but get this. He didn't score goal number 5 last season until the 17th game, and he only had 8 goals in 41 games all season long. So clearly, Jenner's off to a great start, and Columbus is leaning heavily on their new captain. Jacob Voracek leads the team in helpers, and although he has 0 regulation goals, he won it for Columbus Sunday night in the shootout against the Devils. So be on the lookout for those 3 forwards tonight as they lead the Blue Jackets. All right, enough about the opposition. Time to talk about the good guys, specifically about number 37, JT Compher, because my goodness, has Compher been on fire. He had 2 points here Saturday against the Minnesota Wild, which was his 2nd straight multi-point game. It was also his 4th multi-point game of the season. And this graphic, just bear with me. I know it's a lot to wrap your mind around, but once you get it, you'll understand just how impressive it is and great company for JT to be in, because other Avalanche players to reach 4 multi-point games through 8 outings include Johnny Michael Lyles, Nathan MacKinnon, Paul Stastny, and Chris Stewart. Not too shabby for Mr. JT Compher. And Compher's 8 points this season are tied with your captain, Gabriel Landeskog, for 2nd on the team. The 2 forwards also lead the team in goals with 4. You will see JT on that top line tonight with captain Gabriel Landeskog and Nathan MacKinnon. And speaking of goals, if you want to bet on how many goals will be scored here tonight at Ball Arena, well, you can just take out your phone and bet now on the PointsBet app. Here are the odds for tonight's matchup. The Avs are a moneyline favorite at -186. The over-under is set at 5.5 goals. Download that PointsBet app. Bet $20 to get $200 when you use the promo code AVSWIN200. PointsBet gives you better odds and bigger payouts, all in a fast and reliable sportsbook. And fans, we saw Erik Johnson net his first goal of the season right here against the Minnesota Wild on Saturday. So great to have EJ back. That was actually his first goal since March 6th of 2020. So for more on what it means to have the Condor back in action, I'll send it over to Mark Mosier and Peter McNabb. It is time for your altitude update. Gentlemen, take it away.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, one guy, Pete, I don't think is getting enough attention to start this season is the Condor. Avalanche fans, he's back. Erik Johnson coming off a goal and an assist in 5 block shots in the win over the Minnesota Wild. And, Pete, that's his best game probably in 2 years. It really looks like number 6 is here to play.
And you could almost feel those 14 months that he was out of the lineup just come out of him when he scored his goal. Erik Johnson, we know how important he is to this Avalanche club. The last 2 years in the playoffs, they have not had him, and it has cost them. But he's back. And if he can be healthy, Erik Johnson is such an asset to this Colorado Avalanche club. When he scored his goal the other night, you just see him. I mean, how hard he's worked. All the time he's put in. All the doubts that he had. Am I going to come back? Am I going to be able to play again? They all ended right there. I think for Erik Johnson, that was a big game, a big goal, a big moment, and we just look for more from Erik Johnson.
Absolutely, and you don't know what you got till it's gone, and now the Avs know what they've got back. EJ right now is playing very, very well, and Avalanche fans, with Cale Makar out of the lineup again tonight, watch for number 6 to get a ton of ice time. All right, Rachel, we'll send it back down to you.
Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. And you guys heard Moj there at the end. Cale Makar out tonight. And that leads me to my next point. This is my least favorite thing to have to talk about, but here is your injury report for the Avs, because unfortunately this list is steadily growing. Mikko Rantanen, Cale Makar, Andre Burakovsky, Pavel Francouz, Valeri Nichushkin, Stefan Matteau, and Devon Toews. Man games lost this season, 36 games already. So not the best look, but as you can see, a lot of these guys are day-to-day, which is pretty hopeful. And Devon Toews, we're hopeful that we'll see him Saturday in Columbus. So at the end of the day, all this means is we need other guys to step up here tonight against the Blue Jackets. And the Avs did recall forward Kiefer Sherwood this morning from the Colorado Eagles to help fill this void. And the Avs will be switching things up in net tonight. Darcy Kemper getting the night off. Jonas Johansson will start in net for your Avs. This is his second game of the season in an Avs sweater, and this is his first time facing the Columbus Blue Jackets in his career. Well, fans, that does it for this pregame edition of Avs Insight. I will see you after the first 20 minutes, and I'm going to leave you with highlights from the Avs win over the Minnesota Wild that happened right here Saturday. Enjoy.